Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios on this 06.13.2025. 13.2025. Yeah, I just said that. Current time is 0616 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That'd be the southern tier of upstate New York where I live and reside on this Friday the 13th. I think it's the only one this year, folks. That's what I've been told. I don't know. I have to check the calendar. I gotta check that. I have to fact check it. It's like fact check this. But good morning, folks. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here, screwing around with the coffee. Almost dumped. I almost dumped the coffee. Oh my god. Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios. We made it to Friday. Thank God it's Friday, and glad that you're all here. Good morning, Tina. Tina's in the house. Thank you for being here, Tina, our Jersey girl. Go get your coffee and don't spill it like I almost did. I was screwing around with the coffee. Never screw around with the coffee in the morning. It's serious stuff. But I am Rich Roberts, at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, at Fireman Rich over there on X. And if you want to know where else I post at and all that, just Google at Fireman Rich. Okay, that's but my mainstay for the most part is over there on X. I do like X, and I enjoy being over there. And I enjoy being here on Rumble, where we're broadcasting in such places as X Live. Let's check the X Live. Wingnut gave me a like on this morning's thought for the day, and we'll be getting to that. Good morning, Wingnut, if you're out there in the back rows of the audience here. Let's see, we're checking X Live. There's X Live. We're on there. There's nobody there yet. We are on Facebook Live on the real Fireman Rich. Let's check that out. Fireman Rich. We got the red circle. Oh, there it is. Okay, we're on there and not seeing anybody there. We're also over on Kick, where we have nobody over on Kick. And those are the three platforms of the seven. We have seven platforms, a network of seven platforms. We link them together and we broadcast this out to seven platforms. And Kick is one of them. X Live, Facebook Live, Kick. The chat doesn't come in, so I have to check them periodically here during the broadcast. The other platforms, of course, Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Twitch. Okay, to fill out the other four, that gives us seven platforms that we stream to, and we thank Rumble for providing Rumble Studios for us to do that. We do that for the Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I don't do it for the gaming. When I do game online here, it's live streaming the gaming. I use Prism Live, and that works out really well as far as that platform. If I get the sequence down right and stuff, so I'm trying to get up. Tina says, "Okay, yeah, I've been up for about 45 minutes, almost an hour now." And Tina's trying to get up. Okay, get up and get that coffee. Get the day started. We made it to the weekend, Tina, except for the working stiffs. Good morning, Tina. And the missus says, "Good morning, Tina." And the missus is up getting her. She's on her. I'm on my first cup. She's on her second cup. That's because you fart around and I don't. Yeah, my farting around is setting up for the broadcast here. So, but we did make it, and I hope everybody had a great weekend or week. Great week as far as that goes as we go into the weekend. And I did. What did I do? Yes, I'm trying to think. Well, speaking of Wingnut's been busy the last couple of days, so we really haven't. And Tina says good morning to the missus. My partner on PUBG Battlegrounds has been busy, so we haven't played. But I did play one game. The new season started. I guess it's season 36. Okay, started Tuesday. I had to wait for the update yesterday. Did the update. I played one game. I got a chicken dinner. I got 11 KIAs as far as that goes. So I was cooking. It's a map that we don't play, but I played it anyway. Uh, when we get this map, when me and Wingnut are playing, we disregard it. It's Rondo. I played Rondo, and I went to our normal, the theater, dropped on the theater. I missed the roof. I went down through the hole, and then they were coming out of the woodwork like gangbangers. It was like a hot drop. I was lucky I had that Tommy gun with 3 boxes of ammo that got me through the first 3 or 4 guys, and then I hightailed out of it. And I come across some people were exiting out of the blue zone, and I just stopped in the middle of the road and I just gunned them down. I was just, I guess I really didn't care. So I wasn't even thinking about a chicken dinner before. No, I was like, wait a minute, I'm going to get a chicken dinner or maybe. But I did. And I think the last shot, the guy was on the other side. There's a picture on X here of me. There's a crate, and the guy is beyond the crate. It was like 168-meter sniper shot that I took it, and I thought he was like, I thought there was 2 guys left, and I guess they were battling out on the other end of the. And I saw him right on the edge of the blue zone, and I fired a couple shots, and obviously you get that winner chicken dinner. So that was pretty exciting. So hopefully we'll be playing some this afternoon with Wingnut if he's not too busy and stuff. And it's fun. I got to broadcast some of that this weekend. Now I also got to broadcast some more Lord of the Rings. We did 2 broadcasts this week. No, Sunday and Tuesday. Did we do it? Yeah, Sunday and Tuesday this week. So we got 2 broadcasts of Lord of the Rings online as far as that goes. But we are getting our day started here, and I'm ready to go to enjoy the weekend. The work week, this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday doing the live stream. I tell you, you folks, you help me get through my retirement. You make it enjoyable and stuff like that, because it helps define the days and stuff like that, and that's good. But we are here at the weekend and sort of enjoy it and see what the day brings as far as today. Let's see. What's this? Oh, okay, that's that. Okay. So, but currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, we have a temperature of 57 degrees Fahrenheit, which is cool. You can see I got the hoodie on. It's a little cool. I got up this morning like I did the beginning of the week. I felt like I was at the campsite or something like that, and it was cold. I need to get the hoodie on. Come out of the sleeping bag, and you get that little that chill as far as that goes. So it's 57 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 13 degrees Celsius on the Celsius scales. And we had a pretty decent day yesterday. It was nice. I got a walk in, and the missus didn't walk with me yesterday, but I got a chance before I started my walk to talk to my neighbor next door. What a conversation that was, let me tell you. We're on opposite sides of the political thing, and but we still had a good conversation. We there's some things. I think he doesn't have anybody to talk to, and and I'm the same almost as far as that goes. So he called me over. He was asking. I asked how his wife was, and they're up in age, and I'm always concerned about my neighbors and stuff. The political disagreements goes out the window when you're concerned about the general health of your neighbor and stuff like that, because but I have good neighbors where I'm at, as far as I've lived here long enough to where I'm the old man on the block. Not as old as he was, but I was here first as far as that goes, living here where I'm at in the village and stuff like that. But it was a nice walk yesterday out on the golf course. A little warm, toasty. Because it was a late walk and such. And one of the people that are the grounds people at the golf course that I walk on, I used to work with used to cross paths at. We worked at the same, the day job, I called it, job site here and stuff. And he's retired too, but he's taking care of the grounds there at the golf course, and I got a chance to talk to him, which is always good. But let's see. Today we're going to have partly cloudy this morning, then becoming cloudy during the afternoon. Slight chance of rain, rain shower. High only 77, so we're not going to be hitting the 80s. Winds light and variable. Oh, that's good. Uh, it seems like the sun is stuck on rising at 5:30 a.m., which was about 55 minutes ago. It's 6:25 a.m. currently. And sun will be setting tonight at 8:43. We're still gaining that minute, though. We're working towards 9 o'clock. Probably by the end of this ears itching here. By the end of this month and stuff, because next Friday, is the first official day of summer. So even though unofficially we're in summer, as far as that goes. And the moon is 96% visible. It was a strawberry moon this week. As far as on Wednesday, it was a full moon strawberry. Of course, next week, Strawberry Festival here in Owego, which will be good. Be going there next Saturday. So be looking forward to getting through next week to get to the Strawberry Festivals. Our world times and temperatures as I speak, starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:26 a.m. currently. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:27 a.m. Clear skies in Phoenix, 82 degrees Fahrenheit, but not so in Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, Illinois at 5:27, the Windy City. It's cloudy there, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the concrete jungle, as I call it, at 6:27 on the wall clock here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And it is sunny and clear, 70 degrees Fahrenheit down there in New York City, the city. And across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean at 11:27 a.m. Cork, Ireland. We got some sun peeking out behind the clouds, a mixture of sun and clearing, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And we're going to go back to Jersey. We're going back across the pond to Central Jersey. Tina just posted she's over there on Twitch. Wait, I thought I posted it. 63 degrees for the low, 78 for the high down there in Central New Jersey. Thank you, Tina. And back across the pond as we go to Milan, Italia. Mangia, mangia, mangia. It's lunchtime in Milan, Italy. Milan, Italia. At 12:28 p.m. Sunny and clear in Milan. 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Skipping over to Kuala Lumpur at 6:28 p.m. Kuala Lumpur is 93 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny and clear. In Tokyo, Japan at 7:28 p.m. currently, cloudy skies in Tokyo, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, and down under on the great continent and great country, great friends and allies to the United States, Australia, in Melbourne, Australia at 8:28 p.m. in their evening, clear skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Sydney, Australia at 8:20, it's partly cloudy, some clearing, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And let's see, we do have a thought for the day. And it comes from a gentleman that, again, is my favorite author. So Tina probably knows who I'm going to talk about. The author is a great American author and a humorist. That would be Mark Twain. Mark Twain, the pen name of Samuel Longhorn Clemens, was a beloved American writer, humorist, and essayist. His novels and stories are known for their humor, vivid details, and memorable characters. He does have some memorable characters in his stories and his works. He's best known for the works of The Adventure of Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, which I guess there's some people that have a little bit of a beef against it, but they're good stories, I think, and both considered American classics. They are classics. He has adopted the pen name Mark Twain. Was in 1863 while working as a newspaper man in Nevada. So great American author. And his quote and our thought for the day, after I drink some of this fantastic coffee that's doing really well, goes as follows. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. Never thought, do I approve of myself? I think in most cases I do. A man can't be comfortable without his own approval. So essentially means that true comfort and well-being comes from self-acceptance and a positive self-image. You got to look at yourself. Hey, I look good, even though maybe I'm ugly with other people, the way other people look at me. Rather than rely on external validation, I could care what other people think. I know what I think, as far as that goes, and I'm comfortable with that. So there we go. Um, it also means understanding our objective reality and choosing to like ourselves anyway. We have to be able to like ourselves. There's a lot of people out there that they find themselves not really liking themselves for one reason or the other. I can't comprehend that. I guess I could sort of understand it, but I can't comprehend it because I'm not in that person's shoes. I think I've always felt comfortable within my own skin. I know who I was, and I had a path to travel, and it's basically I'm a product of that right now. So, and Tina says a good one. Yes, Mark Twain always. I thought we had this one before, but I don't think so because of the. We may have had a variation of it, stuff like that. Mark Twain always has good comments and stuff. A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval, and that's just that. Back in the day, it was a man that back in that culture, but it's a person of today cannot be comfortable without their own approval. You have to be You have to be comfortable. You have to, and if you're not, then maybe try working at it. I guess I don't know. It just. But interesting perspective there and give you something to think about. I guess no, I feel comfortable. There's sometimes I don't. I guess there's situations where I don't feel comfortable as far as that goes. When I really have to lay it out on the line. And like yesterday during our conversation, my conversation with him, I felt comfortable. He wanted to go talk about a certain thing going on, and I just didn't entertain it. I felt comfortable with that. Just be nice. Don't get into an argument because he's my neighbor and stuff like that. And he's older than me. He's 80, 82, 83 years old. God bless him. And we look at things differently. He feels, let's just say his views and my views about the current president are on totally opposite ends of the world and stuff like that. So, but I'd stay away from that. Why we have more, I have a feeling that I have more agreement. If I disagree with someone, I automatically think I have more in agreement with that person than that one thing that I disagree with. Okay. I feel comfortable with that. So, Mark Twain, a man can't be comfortable without his own approval. And I approve. I approve of that. That's the way. Now, I used to not be that way. I've said that many times before. I was a bit of a hothead back in my younger day, before I met the missus and stuff. When I was single and stupid, in some senses, and there was some days I was stupid. And there was times back then I don't think I felt comfortable in my skin, but now I do. I'm retired, so what else? Just saying. But thank you. Never fight. Yeah, never fight over politics. No. Well, and I put that word fight. I put in debate and arguments. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Okay, and I feel comfortable with that. I never. It's. I guess. I have my opinion, and other people still have their opinions, but yesterday I steered away from it as much as my neighbor wanted to persist. I let him air it out because he knows how I stand and stuff. I just said, yeah. I think he might have been a little surprised. It's just like I'm not gonna change his mind, and he's not gonna change his mind. But Hey, Tim Fan 40 is in the house. Yo, 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 coming in on the YouTube side. How you doing, Tim? Haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope all is well out there in Michigan. Oh, that's the washer. The washer's spinning. That's that. Boo, 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 boo. Glad to have you on this on the YouTube. Let me check that out here. Let me go to my channel on the YouTube to see that. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. I see it, Tim. Good morning, Tim. Thank you. Good morning, Tim. Fan 40. And Tim Fan 40, for those folks that are, well, he's a regular. He's been with us for a while and stuff. He just comes in. He's a contractor out there in Michigan, um, and doing the work. Just get through today, Tim, and you got the weekend ahead of you. Let's see, doing good. Just been busy. Yep, yep. You contractors usually are. I've never seen, the let's just say I've never really seen an unbusy contractor, and as far as that goes, and there we go. There's my good morning to Tim on the YouTube. We have him over there on the YouTube. Thank you, Tim, for being here. Let's see our national day today. Let's see what we have here. Okay, what happened to the national day? Huh? Did I forget to bring up that tab? I thought I had it. Oh, we'll just replug it in here, I guess, on the Surface 3. Did I put it up on the? No, I didn't put it up on the main screen. No, it's not on the main screen. So our national day is let's see, we have National Golf Cart Day. Man, they got so many different variations of golf carts as far as that goes. There was some golf carts they're running this morning. They've been running up there on the golf course and stuff. National Movie Night. Friday night's always good for a movie night. Today is National, that's one of them. National Movie Night. Okay. Um, National Random Acts of Light Day. Okay. So I guess it's like being kind. National Blame Somebody Else Day. Okay. Oh, I don't know about that. How about Wear Blue Day? Well, I got blue. This is Manchester City blue. I my two blue T-shirts like this. I call it Manchester City blue. But today's Wear Blue Day. Let's go with National Golf Cart Day. Okay, that sounds like a good one. Sorry, Tina, no foodies. Hey, Big Juice, you're early. Oh, look who's in. Look who's here. Oh, Richard. Hey, Big Juice, coming in from the Buckeye state of Ohio. Let's see. National Golf Cart Day is a day of racing and crashing golf carts. There's one hole. Well, I won't get into it. There's some people. I've seen some crazy things being done of people driving golf cart carts. Tina saying good morning to Steve, and all on the Twitch side. So let's see. Let's hashtag National Golf Cart Day on June 13th. We celebrate National Golf Cart Day as a day that pays tribute to the evolution of the golf cart. This day is for everyone who loves feeling the breeze in their hair and on and off the golf course. In their hair on and off the golf course. Let's go for a quick ride through the history of the golf carts. No, we're not going to go through the whole history. Let's see. A golf cart is a small motorized vehicle originally crafted to carry golfers and their clubs around the golf course. Its history is fascinating, remaining a key tradition of sport. Today, golfers and non-golfers alike enjoy flexibility and versatility of their vehicles to carry oneself around the golf course, run errands, or even visit their friends around the neighborhood. Officially known as golf cart, these vehicles have been giving people over the world more go in their days. Now, the thing is, I think it's the U.S. Open, the U.S. Open circuit, the professional golf circuit. They can't use golf carts; they have to walk. That's part of their thing. I think in the British Open also, they have to walk. They don't use golf carts. So, but we're going to say today is hashtag National Golf Cart Day. That's a funny one. That's a funny one too. And Big Juice saying good morning to Tina as far as that goes. And let's see. Yesterday we did do an audio podcast, a Fireman Rich audio podcast, and we had a story that was quite wet. Actually, I've talked about this particular subject matter in a different story. It's been a while, but the desalinization of water is very, very important to people that don't have potable water, that's drinking water. And the desalinization process can be a little finicky. And when you're out there in the middle of the desert, you're getting groundwater. It might be brackish, meaning it's not clean, so you need something to clean it up. Let's see. You'll be getting a lot of rain up there recently. If not, it's on its way. Well, we've been getting a lot. We've had a pause, so if we're gonna get some more, well, so be it. The rivers are lowering down. Yeah, I got that. Been getting a lot of water there recently. Yeah. Last weekend, going into the weekend, and the beginning of the week, yeah, but not necessarily of late there, Big Juice. Yeah, smiley face. Okay. So it's important to have a process, and there is a process out there, but it seems that and this was a good story that I talked about and presented yesterday on the Fireman Rich audio podcast over on Spotify for Creators. Just Google in your Spotify search bar at Fireman Rich, and you'll find the audio podcast. And we do repurpose the live streams over there on Spotify for Creators, and we call them audio pods as far as that goes. But Tuesdays and Wednesdays, this week we've had 2 full days of audio podcasting. Every other Tuesday is the Mixcloud. I call it the Mixcloud day, where we do the Tioga radio show, and that next Tuesday we'll be doing a Mixcloud day. But the story I presented yesterday was hyper-effective solar-powered desalinization system requires no extra batteries to purify groundwater. So this isn't not just to see, but also purify groundwater that may be brackish. Brackish meaning it's not really clean water for drinking. But it's an engineer team that's doing this from MIT. They designed a solar-powered groundwater desalinization device that could supply over 1,000 gallons of usable, drinkable water, and doesn't require batteries. So everything's on the solar as far as that goes. So why not use the sun if you're out there? You know, it's constantly beating down on you. So use that. But they do have these desalinization plants that if the solar goes out, they have battery backup. But maintaining that battery backup takes away from the power that's needed. And they've got a process of a way of providing water to communities whose groundwater is too brackish to drink, and the device is really and deserves. It's just adjusting the desalinization activity in response to the amount of solar power being produced. Okay, so they've gotten that down, and they're looking for a commercial output of this particular process that they've developed and stuff as far as that goes. So I'm always one for that. That's an interesting article because it can help so many people to have fresh water. You know, you got desalinization, but it's this is for not just seawater, but groundwater that may be inland. You can take one of these units inland and crank it up, and you got the power right there with the sun as far as that goes. So that's pretty good. Okay, seeing that Big Juice is here, we can. You're early, so you get to see the 100 years ago today. Big Juice, aren't you excited about that? Big Juice usually comes in the second half, and he's always saying, "What about the 100 years ago today?" Well, here it is. We're going to be presenting it today, and Big Juice is going to be watching it, which I'm happy for that. You just made my Friday, Big Juice. You get to see 100 years ago today. And what's that? Um, what you say? 100 years ago today. Woohoo! Start the show. Here we go. We're going to listen to this young lady introduce Roger Luther, and who is the individual that presents. I can't remember this girl's name. She's the main. This is from Fox 40. Full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40. I'm just presenting a look at what happened here 100 years ago in the southern tier of upstate New York, as well as these other news web pages that I present. I have no affiliation with them. I don't work for them. I just consume their information, and I present it here on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning coffee broadcast to give you an idea what it's like here in the southern tier. They have some good stories here. Yeah, surprisingly, I woke up an hour early today, Big Juice says. Okay, Big Juice, sit back and enjoy. Here we go.
And tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past, or Tornado in Vestal. Broome County historian Roger Luther has this story and more in tonight's installment of 100 Years Ago Today, brought to you by UHS.
100 years ago today, a small tornado passed over Vestal yesterday afternoon in the vicinity of Sugar Creek Valley. It blew down trees and telephone poles and totally destroyed one house. A fox hunt planned for this Saturday at Ideal Park has been canceled due to the hot weather. This was to be a feature event of the Broome County Sportsmen's Association annual field days. The Broome County Farm Bureau will hold a demonstration at a farm at North Fenton Saturday on the use of calcium cyanide for controlling woodchucks. Federal agents and police destroyed 600 bottles of beer at the city dump on Robinson Street yesterday. The beer had been found when officers stopped and searched an automobile. And finally, the Endicott Fire Chief has a new car. Brand new 1925 Studebaker automobile has been purchased by the Endicott Fire Department for use by the chief. That was the news, June 11th, 1925.
Oh man, I laughed at. I presented this one yesterday on the audio podcast over on Spotify there, and the Fireman Rich. I do present the audio version of this on the audio podcast, and I had to laugh at that yesterday. But the Endicott Fire Chief got his new car 100 years ago. It was a 1925 Studebaker. Studebakers aren't around anymore, but he probably more than deserved it. A brand new car. The one I didn't realize. It was the what is it, the one about the Broome County Farm Bureau holding a demonstration at a farm using calcium cyanide. I guess the woodchucks would eat it. Maybe they eat the calcium and the cyanide would kill them and stuff. But if that stuff gets into the water table, that could have some problems. Residual. I'm just saying. Just like. I don't know if you're allowed to use that anymore. But the big thing is federal agents are continuing destroying. They're dumping out the beer. In this case, it was 600 bottles of beer in the city dump on Robertson Street. I don't think that dump's there anymore. The beer had been found when officers stopped and searched an automobile. An automobile had 600 bottles of beer. 600 bottles of beer in the car, 600 bottles of beer. You take one away and you'll have 599 bottles of beer. In this case, I wonder how many federal officers took a couple bottles behind the paddy wagon to take a little drinky drink as far as that goes. And so this is, there's no, we don't want that. What happened here? We're not back. Oh, we're back. We're back. I'm having fun here. Too many buttons. And Tina says, yeah, and Tina's laughing. But that's always a good piece here, and we appreciate Fox 40 for having it. Again, no full disclosure, I have no association with Fox 40, and I know the um, um, people in chat, they enjoy it. And I'm glad to see Big Juice was here to finally see one here and stuff instead of watching it on the replay. As far as that goes, Roger Luther, he is the Broome County, which is the next county over from here from Tioga, the Broome County historian. He knows a lot about history. He is the man about history, not just Broome County and Southern Tier itself, as far as that goes. So he looks like he just walk through the time warp of 1925 with that stash of his. So we appreciate that, and we say thank you. Let's see other things that are in the. What are you doing, Jack? Huh? You look tired. You take a little morning nap. Jack is with us here in the studio, and let's see. We are going to other things on the. Let's see. In 1774, Rhode Island, whose flag features the word hope, became the first of Britain's northern American colonies to ban the importation of slaves in 1774. That's good. In 1777, France came to the aid of the American Revolution when Lafayette landed near Charleston, South Carolina, to help train the army of the Continental Congress. And then it was in 1967, U.S. President Lyndon Johnson nominated Thurgood Marshall, God bless him, and Godspeed, the highly successful attorney known for his victory of Brown versus Board of Education, a 1954 decision that ruled segregated public schools were unconstitutional, to the highest court, and he became the first black Supreme Court justice, 1967. I think, yeah. British singer, songwriter David Gray, whose White Ladder LP and single Babylon climbed to charts, was born in 1968. I'm not familiar with David Gray. And 2003, the Arctic Monkeys played live for the first time at the Grapes Pub in Sheffield, England, and you had to pay, and you paid £27 for ticket sales or something like that. Let's see, on the AP side, and then we're going to take a break, get some coffee here. Let's see what we got here. Well, maybe we'll do the sports too. 1942, during World War II, a four-man Nazi sabotage team arrived by submarine at Long Island, New York. 3 days before a second four-man team landed in Florida, all men were arrested within weeks after the two members of the first group defected. They say, "Oh, we don't want to be part of the Nazi regime anymore." 1983, the U.S. space probe Pioneer 10, launched in 1972, became the first spacecraft to leave the solar system as it crossed the orbit of Neptune. Of course, Voyager 1 is the furthest now, and they still have contact with it. 1996, the 81-day-old. Oh, we'll skip that one. I don't want to do that. That's bad. That's garbage news, and so is the rest and stuff like that. So that's the history there. In sports, we did have some NBA action as far as that goes, and I'm going to try and bring up something here. Let's see. Or no, we didn't have any NBA action. We had, I think, was there a game? Let's see. I forgot. I can't remember. I had the thing right in front of me here. Let's see. I think they're getting ready to play the second game as far as that goes. Yeah. When was that? Yeah, it was Wednesday. Thunder, they took the lead 2-1. So they're playing tonight at 8:30, Game 4. There in Indiana. Pacers have to tie it up. I'm picking the Pacers. I choose the Pacers. So that's a back and forth. So Wednesday, the Thunder were able to take one from the Pacers home court. That was significant. No, the Pacers. Oh, back up. No, the Pacers are in first place. Right? Let's see. Pacers, they won. Yeah, the Pacers are winning 2-1. So they can go to a 3. They can almost put it away or halfway put it away tonight. Pacers are winning the series 2-1. But they won Wednesday night 116-107. So that's a significant win as far as that goes. And let's see. And let's see, in Major League Baseball, starting Wednesday night, we had let's see. Let's see, Wednesday night, let's see, we have the Yankees and Mets. Mets beat the Nationals 5-0, and the Yankees beat the Royals 6-3. So that's good. And then last night, Thursday night, the Mets beat the Nationals again. That's good. They're in winning. They're in the first place in their division. They keep on winning. That's good. And the Yankees, they beat the Royals also. So both teams today. The Yankees will be starting the Red Sox. So we got a weekend series with the Red Sox. Yankees are up there in Boston, so that's going to be some good play. And the Mets will be hosting the Rays, and I think that's who they play through the weekend series. So we'll see. Hopefully the Yankees can kick some Red Sox butts. I think none of them are playing tomorrow, Saturday. No, not. Oh, Mets are playing. Mets will be playing. Yankees are off, and then Sunday. The Yankees will be playing the Red Sox, and or the Mets. I think the Mets are off Sunday. It looks like. So there we have that. Of course, there's the UFL championship this Sunday. As far as that goes, there'll be the final spring football game of the second season of the UFL. Not very exciting season, but they completed the season. That's good to know. Michigan and Michigan Panthers and DC Defenders, and they will be playing. That will be aired, I believe, on Fox. Let me check here real quick. And let's see. Oh, that's not good. Sorry about that. What happened? I thought I closed everything. Oh. That came from my phone, folks. I'm sorry. I was trying to do something. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to. Okay, but the DC Defenders and the Michigan Panthers, it's on ABC and ESPN Plus. I'm sorry. They'll be playing at 8 p.m. Saturday. Oh, the 14th. Okay, I'm sorry. I kept on saying Sunday. I'm always used to Super Bowl on a Sunday. But the DC Defenders, that's tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And that'll be the last game of the championship game. And I'm just wondering about how it's going to play out next year for them, because I wasn't overexcited about it. You all right? Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. There was another sports, but I'm trying to bring up something on my phone to give me some assist me here. Let's see. Can I get it here before we go on a break? Let's see. What's going on here? Let's see. Let me bring this up here. Is this volume? Oh, there's the volume. Okay, there's the volume. Let's say good morning to our good friend Gemini. If I can do this right here. Good morning, Gemini.
Good morning. How can I help you today?
We'd like to get some information on a particular sport, that sport being hockey. Oh, I forgot to hit the thing. We're gonna ask Gemini because I don't know squat about hockey. So Gemini, can you help us with that?
No problem at all. I'm here to help you learn about hockey. What are you curious about? Do you want to know the basics of the game? How it's played, main rules, positions, famous players or teams, current events in hockey?
Okay, we want to know about the game last night, who won, and your outlook as far as for the series of the Stanley Cup. Bye, Tina.
No problem at all. Let's get you up to speed on the Stanley Cup Final. Game 4 last night, Thursday, June 12th, 2025. The Edmonton Oilers won a thrilling Game 4 against the Florida Panthers by a score of 5-4 in overtime. This was a truly wild game. The Panthers jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the first period, and it looked like they were going to cruise to a commanding 3-1 series lead. However, the Oilers mounted an incredible comeback, scoring 4 straight goals to take a 4-3 lead in the third period. The Panthers then tied it up with less than 20 seconds left in regulation to force overtime. In overtime, Leon Draisaitl scored the game winner for the Oilers. This win is huge for Edmonton, as it ties the series at 2-2.
2-2.
Outlook for the Stanley Cup Series. This series has become incredibly exciting and unpredictable after Game 4. Here's the outlook. Momentum shift. The Oilers have grabbed all the momentum with that huge comeback win. It's a massive confidence booster for them, especially after being down 3-0 in Game 4 and still finding a way to win. Panthers' resilience tested. The Panthers showed a lot of strength in the first 2 games and seemed to have a firm grip on the series. Losing Game 4 in that fashion, especially after leading 3-0, will test their mental toughness. They've been a very resilient team all season, so it'll be interesting to see how they respond. Goaltending. The Oilers made a goaltending change in Game 4, bringing in Calvin Pickard, who played well in relief. This could be a factor going forward. Star power. Both teams have incredible star power. Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl for the Oilers, and players like Matthew Tkachuk and Alexander Barkov for the Panthers are capable of taking over games. Home ice. The series now shifts back to Edmonton for Game 5 on Saturday. Home ice advantage can be a big deal in the Stanley Cup Final. History. As you heard, teams that were up 3-0 in the first period of a Stanley Cup Final game were 37-0 all time before last night. This Oilers win breaks that historical trend, which shows how remarkable their comeback was. My outlook. This series is now a toss-up. Before Game 4, many were predicting the Panthers to win in 5 or 6 games. Now, with the series tied 2-2, and the Oilers gaining huge momentum, it truly feels like it could go either way. It's shaping up to be a classic 7-game series. Game 5 in Edmonton will be absolutely crucial. The team that wins that game will have a significant advantage heading into Game 6.
We'll have the momentum.
Do you have any other questions about the game or hockey in general?
No, Gemini, thank you very much. I'm pretty stupid when it comes to hockey, and I thank you for that overview. And you have a great day. Thank you.
You are most welcome. Don't ever feel stupid about not knowing something. Everyone starts somewhere, and I'm happy to help you learn. I'm glad the overview was helpful. Enjoy the rest of your day, and feel free to ask if any more hockey questions pop up.
And that was from Gemini. That's on my phone there. That once we got through the back thing, Gemini is one of those AI. You got Gronk, you got there's variations and stuff like that, but I like the Gemini because it's on the phone. And I can have a conversation and some good information. I don't know squat about hockey, so I figured I'd throw the hockey in because I see that Oilers won significantly, won 5-4. So that must have been one good hockey game last night. And I want the Panthers to win. I want the U.S. team to win. I don't want Canada to win, as far as that goes. And Big Juice is laughing at that one. But I have used Gemini before as far as the AI program. I think it's a pretty good program as far as that goes. So AI's been here. We've had Google search for how long? Technically that's AI, the way I look at it. And as far as that goes, so it's machine language or whatever you want to call it there. Let me put this back on. So I'll be doing that, I think, in the sports here, I guess, to get a perspective on something. I just got to get the sequence of not getting the feedback from the phone. Sorry about that, folks. Sorry about that. So the series is tied to the Stanley Cup, and it's getting my interest because of I did watch a little bit of it when they kicked their ass. The Panthers kicked the Oilers' ass a couple nights ago, and 6-0. So and the Panthers, they're a good team. In Florida, they're previous Stanley Cup champions. Go figure. Florida having an ice hockey team, as far as that goes. Does it ever snow in Florida?
Occasionally,
That's
they get
something
a
we could ask.
little bit, but not.
We could have asked. Gemini as far as that goes. So there we have it with the sports. So we'll go ahead and I got to finish my coffee here. I got to get another cup of coffee here, and I'll be back to start the second half or second portion of our broadcast here. So go ahead and just hang loose for a few, folks, and we will be right back as far as that goes. And here we go with Bubblegum Ball Game. Good morning. Rich Roberts here for the second portion of the Monday morning, or the Wednesday. It feels like a Monday. I just did a bonehead. I had a long stretch of silence there. For the folks that are listening to this on the audio pod, I apologize. Usually I have the break music on a loop, but Rich Roberts here at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios, as well as at Fireman Rich over on X, for the Friday morning coffee for 06.13.2025 at Rumble video broadcast. And I'm just looking at, it's like I have an earbud. And Big Juice says I think Rich went back to bed. No, I didn't go back to bed. I got sidetracked. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh God, I can't get taken care of. Good morning, Tony D's in the house. There it is. Good morning, Tony D. Salute to you. And the missus says good morning. Hashtag positive start to the day to you, sir. Tony coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia, where he says it's 73 degrees Fahrenheit down there in Warner Robins, which is south of Macon, and Macon is south of Atlanta. So it gives you the perspective of where he's at. 88 for the high down there in Warner Robins, 72 for the low, mostly cloudy today. Good to have you here, Tony, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Always great to have you. He's popping in on the day job. Must have a coffee break. He starts early. Just got to get through the day today, this morning, or the work day there, Tony, and you got the weekend. The weekend's here. And Tony saying hi to Tina. Tina has already left. She went over Al's on Friday there for the Friday Scream. Big Juice saying hi to Tony. And then Big Juice is wondering where the hell I'm at, because it was a big. Again, I apologize for that. That's the cardinal sin you don't want to do. You don't want to have dead space in your broadcast. But Tony giving us a salute, and I think he probably popped in. He popped in on everything. Let's check the Facebook here. Where's my Facebook page? Did I drop? Oh, there it is. Here's my Facebook page, and there he is. There's Tony. Okay, we'll like that. Thank you, Tony, for popping in on the Facebook. Let's check real quick. We got four viewers over there on 4 viewers over on the X Live, and over on Kick we don't have anybody over there. And then Rumble, we have 4. Thank you, Rumble. Rumble rocks. We have 1 person on Locals, 1 person on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. 3 people on Twitch, and we do appreciate that as far as that goes. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. We're having fun here on the Friday morning coffee, where I'm screwing up dead space. You don't want to get dead. You don't want to do dead space. And Tony saying hi to Tim Fan 40 over on the on the YouTube. And you're okay, Rich. What happened? No, I got sidetracked. Getting a cup of coffee and stuff like that. It's like, because I had an earbud. I always have an earbud when I walk away from the desk. So when I did hear the music, it's like, oh shit! I had to finish. It happens. It's okay though. It's not like I'm making big bucks doing this. We are having great fun though doing it. I tell you that. The fun factor is always there broadcasting, and I do appreciate you folks that are in the chat, and as well as the people watching and stuff like that. So okay, let's see. Let's get to the second half. I think what threw me off was that feedback when we're trying to use Gemini. I'm going to try and use Gemini a little bit more, because I see other broadcasters, they're using AI music. I'm not really into making the AI music. I just saw this morning. Oh, let me see if I can bring it up. There's an individual that, let's see, let me give him a shout out on his YouTube page. Let's see, and that's Ed Waters. Ed Waters is a great guy. He's out there. Where's Ed's out there in Washington State? Is he out in Washington State? I don't have my cheat sheet. Let me see. But he does the podcast. I haven't plugged him in a while, and let's see. Let me see if I can bring him up here on the YouTube. Where is he? Well, I got to look into my history then. I know I listened to this last night. He has a new intro as far as that goes, and I think it's pretty cool. Let's see. Let me get the skinny on Ed Waters here. Where's this about? Oh, there it is. 6 more. Okay, there he is. He's on X. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up. This is Ed Waters. He's a good online friend that I've known for years. We did audio back in the days. I think he was on Audio Boo, but we did. Let's talk. We're on a couple other platforms. We're on Anchor and all that and stuff. And let's see if I can bring this up here. Ed Waters is a good guy. He's one of the good guys there. Let's see. Let me turn this off first. The banner, and then let's go to present. And here's Ed Waters' page right here. There's Ed Waters at Free Circle 3. He's the individual that is on there for the for Dead America podcast, and mostly inspirational personal development podcast for 2000. Most inspirational personal development podcast back in 2002. And he's one that always says, we all matter. We don't judge. Learn the art of forgiveness, kindness, and hashtag no hate. So he's from Dead America. He's out there in Oregon, US. Okay. So he has a new intro song, and it showed last night. I think I can play this. I don't think it. I think it's AI. He's one. I think he developed this through AI, but this is a Dead America podcast theme song.
Lost our way. Every night bleeds into gray, chasing ghosts that lead to none. Hearts are heavy, souls undone. Dead America, rise and scream. Live upon this shattered dream. Find a mirror, face your pain. Watch the guilt and burning rain. We're the lost who lost our way. Every night bleeds into gray, chasing ghosts that lead to none. Hearts are heavy, souls undone. Dead America, rise and scream. Live upon this shattered dream. Find a mirror, face your pain. Watch the guilt and burning rain. Truth is jagged, cuts like glass in the wreckage of our past. Standing fight through all the ache. Stand a mask until we wake. Dead America, rise and scream. Live upon this shattered
So that's a great theme song, and you can see on the. Let's see if I get this. Let's see if we bring this up here. There's Ed right there. That's Ed. He that's got to be AI generated, but that's Ed right there with the goggles and the hat and stuff. That's his face. And good morning, Laura. Good morning, sir. How are you doing there, my friend? Good to see you. Glad to have you here. And coming in from Norway, we're just talking about my good friend Ed Waters. He's a podcaster there on Dead America. He's got himself a new theme song, which I think is pretty cool. And that's his facial right there. So I think Ed is using. I'm almost guaranteed is using AI and stuff. So he's a fellow audio podcaster there that I want to give a plug to. And thank you, Laura, for being here. And let's see. His webpage for Dead America is over there at deadamerica.website. And this is the website right here that we're looking at. That he has been very informative. This is a season 24 start. He's getting ready to start it in about 88 days. So he has a whole bunch of episodes. He revamped his page. Yeah, there he is. There's the new. That's Ed right there. So Ed, we're liking what you're doing there, sir. I listened to Ed on a replay over there on what's that program I use? It's on my phone here. What's it? Fountain. I use Fountain. So and sometimes I guess when it clicks in, I earn a little Bitcoin when I'm listening to him using Fountain. So Ed, a great guy, and we do appreciate if you're listening to this, Ed, on the replay, your new theme song is pretty badass. I like it. And there it is. You can subscribe to Dead America. That's his logo. He puts on. And Laura says, you're fine. Thanks. Okay, that's good to know, Laura. Thank you very much. It's always good to know that you're doing fine over there in Norway. We're doing fine here on our side of the pond. And as far as that goes. And so check out Ed Waters, over on his X page there. You can, you go to his X page and you can check him out there and see Dead America. He's got all his previous platforms. He's really into the audio, folks. So we want to give him let's see, AI and podcasts. When is it too much? Ooh, that's pretty interesting right there. So he's incorporating. There's his logo right there, Dead America podcast. And he has a lot of great content. He has a lot of he has some very, very interesting guests that he interviews and stuff. So I want to say thank you, Ed, and keep doing the good work there, my friend. Oh, let's see. Forgot to tell you that Liam visited Walt a couple of weeks back. He has some back problems. Other than that, he's fine. Yeah, Walt. He's had his back problems for a number of years there. When I first met him, and Walt, the person that Laura's talking about, Walt is a UK Air Force aircraft rescue firefighter. He did the same thing I did in the Air Force. He was actually combat. He was down there in the Falkland Wars. And he's had that back problem for a while, probably getting a little more aggravated because we're not getting any younger, Laura, right? We're not getting any younger. So another good friend there as far as that's good that Lamb visited him because he's right in the general area of them. So I don't know why they don't broadcast that, Laura. They broadcast that big, a good broadcast. Yeah, age does not help. Yeah, that's for sure. Age doesn't help. I feel my aches and pains in the morning, Laura, when I get up because even though my neighbor, when I talked to him yesterday, you weren't here in the beginning, went out for a walk yesterday. Before I started, I was talking to my neighbor, And I mentioned, yeah, I just turned 67. He said, well, I knew he's 82, but he goes, I'm 82. I got socks older than you. He's called me a youngster at 67. I like that. So even though we disagree on certain things and stuff like that, I'll just go over there to tell him I'm a young guy. I'm 67. Oh God. Yeah, those aches and pains, they creep up on you and stuff. I'm starting to feel some of them in the morning and stuff. Till I get the caffeine in me, then I'm ready to go. Then I'm rip and raring and ready to go. Okay, let's see what we have. On Fox 40, let's check out our news. See what again, full disclosure, I have no association with any of these news agencies articles that we're presenting. First one being Fox 40. Let's see what do we have on Fox 40 for news. Let's see, anything of interest. And I'm not seeing anything there. Let's see. WEBO, the radio station here in Owego, New York. We have we don't have anything over there on WEBO as far as that goes. So let's see. Let's go to WBNG, Channel 12. Let's see. Oh, we have a rescue. We have the Endicott Fire Department rescues puppy from roof. Again, WBNG, a great Channel 12 CBS affiliate. I have no affiliation with them. We have the Endicott, the reporting of the local fire department here in the area. Endicott, New York, the birthplace of IBM. But the fire department rescued a puppy. Let's see what this one's about.
Little puppy in Endicott wanted to get a bird's eye view and, well, got into a little bit of a trouble. The pup managed to escape through an open third-floor window of a house and found itself up on the roof. Yeah, imagine that. After doing some sightseeing, it couldn't figure out how to get back inside. Crews from the Endicott Fire Department used an aerial ladder and managed to safely rescue the dog. It is now back on the ground and was taken to the police department to be reunited with its owners. He's just a little guy.
Why do I feel that's not going to be the last time that
happens?
EFD is going to be retrieving a pup off?
Oh, that's so funny.
It's a great view up there for him.
Yeah. I hope he had a good time up there at
I'm
least.
sure. It doesn't look like he's having a bad time, I can tell you
He doesn't
that.
look like sad. He's just like chilling.
Yeah, he's got four-wheel drive up there. He's just fine.
Oh, I love that. Well, reminder to at home for you, everybody who has an animal, close your windows.
There you go.
Because they might end up like this little guy.
Yeah, we do that with our cats. That's the first, a dog up on top of a roof. Look at that. Isn't that something? Oh, my Lord. So my hat's off to the Endicott Fire Department for rescuing the puppy there. That's an old style house there. I can just by the construction there of that roof. It's sort of like you look at how on the left and the right there, and you see where the dog is. That's what they call a Cape Cottage architecture type and stuff. But that's a fairly older house there. So he got out of the. Oh, how did he stay up there? You know, I could see a cat being on the roof, you know, but yeah, the gutter's falling off there too. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Wandering Aussie, hi, how you doing? How we doing, my friend? Coming in from Australia. Thank you for being here. You're up late there in Australia, where it's what's the current time over there? It's well, it's 9:35. It's not that late. It's but glad to have you. Good day, mate. Good day to you, my friend. Glad to have you here. And I hope your week has gone good. You made it to the weekend. Oh, you're getting ready to go into the weekend already because you're ahead of us by about let's see, 12, 13, 14 hours. You're 14 hours ahead of us right now. So, but glad to have you here, Wandering Australian, Aussie, the Wandering Aussie. And Laura says, getting warmer where you are at, Rich. Nah, it's the humid. We have yet to put the air conditioners in. Knock on wood. We're right at what the middle of June. Okay, this being October or June 13th. I think this is the only Friday the 13th we have this year. You guys that are just coming in, I said that at the beginning of the broadcast. Today's June 13th, so don't walk under any ladders. Unless you're a fireman, you can. I walked under a number of ladders. I've never had any bad luck. Knock on wood. As long as I can knock on wood, right? But I think there's only one Friday the 13th, and that's today. But no, the weather here, Laura, it's it looks we might get a late thunder shower or whatever. Big Juice, he's out there in Ohio, so the weather he sees comes my way. So he's been seeing a lot of rain, and we've had a lot of rain, which the rivers have gotten high. We've had a flood watch, but for the most part, it's been really pleasant. We had, was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. We had some family visit. We had the Mrs.'s cousin from Idaho visit, and we had a nice conversation out in the backyard under the maple tree, the shade of the maple tree, for about 3 hours and stuff, because the Mrs.'s cousin's wife was allergic to cats, so she couldn't come inside the house. So it was a nice afternoon. So that was a very pleasant day, and I was outside sitting in my chair that I've only used twice, my yard chair, and real comfy. I could fall asleep in that sucker. And let's see. Wandering Aussie says, "Yeah, mate, living in the future here." Yeah, you're always in the future from us there, Aussie. And let's see. Laura says 74 degrees Fahrenheit. There, we'll be hitting 80. Yeah, we've been hitting the warmer temperatures. I went for a late walk. The humidity is starting to creep in, and that's we'll see what happens the next 2 weeks. We're hoping that we don't have to put the air conditioners in till the end, the beginning of July. That would be great. But it's been pleasant. We usually close up the house right around 10 o'clock, and it's usually 10 degrees lower in the house than it is outside. The house is pretty well good on that aspect. So let's see. What else we got on WBNG? Let me check it out here. So that was a good story about the puppy dog. Let's see. What else do we have? And I think that's the only really good story there that I'm seeing. Okay, what about WAAL, the whale that's used? Oh, we didn't. Where's WNBF? I forgot to put WNBF up there. Hang on. What happened to WNBF? Let's check WNBF first. WNBF. I hear an airplane flying around out there. Huh. Okay. Plane flying around locally. No, nothing on. What's this about Josh Allen? Huh. Okay. We'll do that. Let's see. Back to WNBF. Anything on WNBF? Oh, here's an interesting story. We've heard about tiny houses, okay? This is on WNBF News Radio. And there it is. Binghamton's first tiny houses for veterans. I'm a veteran, but I don't. Our house isn't really tiny, but this is. Let's see what this story has to talk about here. Let's see. What we have here: the first two modular residential structures have arrived at the site of the Broome County soon-to-open Veterans Resource Center. The so-called tiny homes were transported from the manufacturer's Bill Lake Modular homes in Montgomery County. They were placed in the corner of the project site at 530 State Street in Binghamton yesterday, Thursday afternoon. The remaining modular units are expected to be in the next few weeks. There will be 5 one-bedroom structures along with 5 two-bedroom structures to provide for local veterans. That's a good thing. NISEC crew was working on the electrical installation near the foundations for the tiny homes. Broome County Executive Jason Garner said that they are small but efficient homes that will be furnished. The operation of the facility will be provided by the Massachusetts-based Soldier On. The organization will provide property and case management services for residents. So Garner told WNBF News an announcement will be made about the applications process for veterans, and hopefully they go to the most needy ones. In the week ahead, the modular structure will be attached to the foundations. Siding and utilities will be installed to prepare the homes. The cost of the Veterans Resource Residential Project is a $12.2 million project, folks. And as far as that goes, and what is it? There's the foundations, I guess. And then I think there was another picture. Wasn't there another picture there? Okay, there's a good picture right there. The Broome County Veterans Resource Center that they're building, along with some tiny houses for veterans to live in. And we have Bob Joseph has an on-the-scene look. So let's go ahead and take a look at this.
First 2 of the modular tiny homes that will be located on Binghamton's north side alongside the Veterans Services Center have just arrived. They delivered from the manufacturer, Bill Lake Modular Homes. So this is the beginning. There are several more that will be arriving here in Binghamton next week, and then eventually they'll be put into place. These are the foundations for the so-called tiny homes, and eventually later this year some Broome County veterans will be able to live right here. That's this new Broome County operated complex in Binghamton. I'm Bob Joseph, reporting for WNBF News.
Thank you, Bob Joseph. We appreciate that. And let's see, can we go back? Yeah. So that's what we have, the Broome County Veterans Resource Center, providing homes for the veterans there in Broome County. That's the county next to us and stuff. And there are a lot of homeless veterans that are out there, as far as that goes. So that's a good story. I like hearing the story about that. And Laura, you need to go check on your cat then, dude. Not seen my cat for several hours, probably sunbathing on my neighbor's porch. You have to do a check soon. Yeah, you got to check. You got an outdoor. My cats aren't out. If I don't see one of my cats like once every couple hours, I'm looking for them, especially if we're just coming home and it's like, where is this? They still find some new hiding spots. So you need to don't waste any time there, my friend. I don't want you check on your cat, my friend. Let's see, what else do we got here? That was on WNBF. That's a good story. WNBF, Bob Joseph, he's a reporter there on News Radio 1290, and they're also on the FM 92.1. Again, full disclosure, I have no association with WNBF, just showing what's going on in our community here in the Southern Tier. And WNBF, they have some great articles that are very worthy of being presented. Let's see, on Whale, that's a sister channel of WNBF, the Whale 99.1. It's the classic rock channel. They have basically the same articles and stuff like that. So Binghamton 34. Let's see. Not seeing anything on Channel 34. Let's go to WENY out there in Elmira, New York. Let's see. What do we have? Fire damage home in Bath. Let's see what this one's about here as far as that goes. This is it's a home in the village of Bath. It's out in Elmira to the west of where I'm at. Was damaged after a fire Thursday afternoon. So let's get the scoop on this and see what this is all about here.
Was damaged in the village of Bath after a fire this afternoon. According to the Bath Volunteer Fire Department, the fire happened on Chestnut Street. Firefighters were first called out to that home at around 4:15 for a fire located in a shop that was attached to the home. Everybody got out safely, and the Red Cross was called in to help the family out. The fire is under investigation. Was damaged in the village of Bath after a fire. Everybody got out safely, and the Red Cross was called.
Okay, that fire, that's an old structure there. That is an old structure, unless that's fire damage there and stuff. But let's see the. Oh no, we don't want that. Bring this up. There we go. The fire itself. Hey, we got Captain Rehab. Captain Rehab is in the house. Thank you, Captain Rehab, for being here and saying, "Hey, Richard," and I'm late. No, you're not late. You're all right. You're all right. It's Friday. Yeah, you're. Are you at work? Are you going into work, or you haven't gone to work yet? And Laura says, "Just checking." She came jumping out of the bushes when I called for her. So, oh, that's good. Your cat came back to you. Good. And Captain Rehab says, "Good morning to the missus."
Morning, Captain.
There you go, Cap.
All right.
Good to have you here, my friend. And so the fire in Bath. Let's see. According to the Bath Fire Department, the fire happened at a home in Chestnut Street, 4:15 yesterday afternoon. Bath Fire Department said everybody inside escaped, so that's good. And Red Cross is called to help the family. Fire under investigation, and not at work yet. Captain Rehab says, "Okay." So that looked like an old structure there too. It looked pretty gutted too. So the picture didn't really show that much of. Let's see.
Home to the home. Everybody.
Let's see. I'm just looking at the pictures here initially as far as. Let me look at the pictures here real quick. Yeah, it looks like a one. Yeah, they had fire on the first floor, but the foundation, I think it's a modular. Yeah, it looks like that's a modular or modular addition or something like that. So, but let's see. What else do we got? Oh, that's it for WENY. Let's see. Channel 18 News. This garbage news out on from what Channel 18 is showing. And I'm not going to be reporting on those. That's it's too early for that crap. Let's see. Penny Saver. Anything on the Penny Saver? Let's see. What do they got on the news here for the Penny Saver? Denoli's Restaurant. Okay. Denoli's Restaurant under new ownership. I think I've already talked about that. Strawberry Festival. They got some information on Strawberry. We've talked about that too. WKGB. We had something in the news there, and I'm going to, let's see. We had somebody in the music realm pass away here, and that's Brian Wilson. Brian Wilson passed away. And for you folks that may not know who Brian Wilson is, he is the founder of the Beach Boys. And Paul McCartney shares emotional tribute to Brian Wilson. As far as that goes, when news broke of Brian Wilson's passing on June 11th, which was Wednesday, and some of the biggest names in rock took to social media to pay tribute to the immensely influential singer-songwriter. His Beach Boys bandmates, Mike Love and Al Jardin, shared emotional messages about how Wilson impacted their lives both personally and musically. And Paul McCartney shared a heartfelt tribute about how much he loved him. Brian had that mysterious sense of musical genius that made his songs so special, McCarthy wrote. The notes he heard in his head and passed on to us were simple and brilliant at the same time. I love him and was privileged to be around his bright, shining light for a little while. How we will continue without Brian Wilson, God only knows. Although his cause of death is yet to be revealed, Wilson was diagnosed with dementia in 2024 and put in conservatorship. He delivered what would be his last live performance back on July 26, 2022. Brian Wilson passes away at age 82. And that was sad to hear because I grew up with the Beach Boys. I remember many a summer, especially down there on Cape May Courthouse before when I was a senior in high school, or before, well, during my high school years, the summer vacation down in Jersey Shore, and I'd have that red AM FM radio blaring the Beach Boys song, and they're great songs as far as that goes. And yeah, we did sports already. Did you do the sports? Yeah, we had. You're gonna have to watch that in the replay. We had Gemini talk about hockey. I can't talk hockey. I don't know squat, so I asked Gemini to come in and stuff. Yeah, we already did the perhaps a conjugal baseball game. Did you do the do that during sports? The congressional. What's that? Was there a certain baseball game I missed? Let me see. Let me see what he's talking about here, folks, if that's going to come up on the... Oh, the congressional. Oh, I did not. I see. Many of the good ones have passed. Yeah, that's true, Laura. That's true. Yeah, I see the Republicans, I guess they beat the Democrats 13-2 in fifth straight congressional baseball game. Okay. I don't really consider that much. It's a rivalry sport. Okay, it's in Congress, and they're playing against each other. Extended their winning streak. Okay, so they kicked their butts. So what else is due, right? The congressional. Yeah, so we just talked about the congressional. The congressional, perhaps a congressional baseball game. Yeah, I just gave the score to the congressional. That's the congressional baseball game, Captain Rehab, is as interesting as UFL football this year. Okay, so that should tell you how much I'm paying attention to that. You mentioned it, I played it, and but Laura's saying that many of the good ones have had. Yes, that's true, and Brian Wilson was one of the good ones and stuff like that. He is he. Like you said, the article said he had dementia. My mother passed away of Alzheimer's and dementia. It's not pretty to end your life that way. It's just so it's just thankful that we have all these miracle drugs that when they're on their way out, they don't suffer. As far as that goes, Captain Rehab on the congressional baseball game. I didn't get. That's a baseball game. I was not on my soapbox there, Captain Rhea. Man, you like to freaking see if you can get me up on there, don't you? No. Don't. Woohoo! I got Richard to put his soapbox for a second. No, I did not. Oh, because I talked about Republicans in Denver. It's a baseball game. I'm accommodating my the spectators and the people in chat, and you are one of them. So you mentioned it. It's about sports, okay, but it doesn't excite me. It's like, okay, who cares? It's like Captain Rehab laughing. He likes that. I mean, did you watch the game or did you just get that highlight? Oh, I got to bring that up on Fireman Rich's Friday morning broadcast to get his goat. I know you. I've known you long enough there, Captain Rehab. But thank you anyway. That's interesting. They have that annual game, I guess, and stuff. It's that's good. Hopefully they can work together and stuff. Oh, you just got the highlights? Yeah, that's what I did with the hockey. I just did the highlights. Well, Gemini did the highlights. I'm trying to incorporate some AI into the broadcast here as far as that goes. All right, let's see what else we have. Again, God bless and Godspeed to Brian Wilson, the lead member of the Beach Boys. They put out some great tunes. They got some great tunes. Let's see, Kiss 104, which is another sister channel of WNBF and WAAL. Taco Bell dropping a bunch of new chicken menu items. I guess they got too many chicken items. What's this about? Let's see what this is about, folks. What's this about? Did you hear anything about this? Of course, I'm still waiting for our Taco Bell to be fixed and built here in Owego, New York. So let's see what this one is about. Laura said, let's see. Laura, what are you doing, Laura? See ya in the World Cup 2026 soccer hosted by U.S., Mexico, and Canada. Norway has won 4 out of 4 games in the qualifying. Is that the FIFA? Is that the FIFA? Is Norway going to be in the FIFA? Laura, before you go? Oh, you're not going. You're just telling us there. Okay. Yes, FIFA. Okay, yeah, that starts. My team is Manchester. I'm not rooting for the Americans. I'm rooting for Manchester City. That's the team I'm rooting for, Laura. Just so you know, I'm saying go Manchester City. That's the team I'm a Manchester City fan. Let's see. So Norway's in that. So we'll be following that. I guess it's a month-long tournament, and that'll be fun. I'm into soccer now. I may not be into hockey, but I'm into the soccer bit as far as with Manchester. So, but let's get to this article. What's with this article concerning Taco Bell? Let's see. The Crispy Chicken Wars of 2024. Let's see. Back before I start, let's see what's Laura saying. Man City has the powerful they have the Norwegian on that team. Helen, yeah, he's a good guy. He can kick, man. He can kick. I like him. Of course, they won't have De Bruyne. De Bruyne's he's retired. Well, he didn't retire. They didn't sign him up. He's going to the Italian league, I guess. But they got Mamouche, the Egyptian there. They've got a good team. I like Manchester City. Okay, let's get to this Taco Bell. The Crispy Chicken Wars of 2025 are upon us. The Taco Bell is firing back with several new menu items. Is this new menu items? Fast food giant clashes as Taco Bell joins the chicken friend. Oh, with new menu. They're adding. I'm sorry. Let's see. Crispy chicken is becoming a go-to menu addition for the summer of 2025. Well, McDonald's is doing something with the crispy chicken. Matter of fact, McDonald's is one of the first to join the fray with an introduction of their McCrispy chicken strips, followed by the return of the snack wrap. Popeyes also introduced their own chicken wrap. So, of course, Taco Bell would want to get into the action with multiple new menu items that feature the chain's version of crispy chicken. So, what are Taco Bell's new menu items? Early this year, Taco Bell brought back the chicken nuggets. The chain followed that by introducing chicken strips. Okay. So, let's see. Where is that here? Where are we looking at here? So, there's the chicken nuggets. And let's see. So, Taco Bell announced 3 new menu items offering based on new chicken strips. You got crispy chicken strips with a side of sauce. You got crispy chicken taco or crispy chicken strip inside a tortilla along with purple cabbage, lettuce, cheddar cheese and stuff. Crispy chicken burrito. That sounds good. 2 crispy chicken strips inside a tortilla along with cabbage, lettuce, what's that? Pica de Gallo and cheese. The new menu items will be available at Taco Bell starting June 17th. That's next Tuesday, folks. That's next Tuesday. I'm excited about this taco stuff. So there's the burrito and the taco, and they're revealing a new sauce. What's this new sauce? In addition to the crispy chicken selection, Taco Bell will also drop a new sauce. Full disclosure, I have no affiliation with Kiss 104 or Taco Bell, folks. Okay, it just I'm getting excited about these food items. Spicy rancho sauce is described as a creamy sauce that contains something and jalapeno, chilies, tomatoes, garlic. It's their new sauce. The sauce, along with the return of the avocado ranch sauce. Ooh, I like that. Will be offered with each of the new crispy chicken menus. Taco Bell says crispy chicken will be added to all Taco Bell menus for go starting next year. It is one of the several new offerings the chain has planned for coming months. Here is a look at what at Taco Bell. They got a whole bunch of other things at Taco Bell, but we're not going to go into it. And so that's pretty good, huh? As far as that, there's a new item. What's that? A grilled cheese burrito and shredded beef. Ooh, that looks good. What's this? Ponte fries. Loaded, looks like loaded fries and crispy chicken tacos. That looks good. So there we have it for Taco Bell. I'm getting hungry now. Let's see. Laura says, I was taking a walk in the middle of nowhere in the nature, and what do I see? A McDonald's logo. Oh, God. You can't get away from it. Taking a walk. Yeah, I figured that much. I got that, Laura. Thank you. Taking a walk, you saw a McDonald's logo. Oh, my God. That's something. Okay. Let's see. I'm excited about the Taco Bell here in Owego. It can't get completed fast enough as far as that goes. So I don't have to drive all the way to Vestal, which is about a 30-minute drive. There's a Taco Bell down in Sayre. It's okay. They don't do breakfast though. I don't like that. I like their breakfast menu. So that was on the Kiss 104. Okay, let's see. What do we have on 106 WYRK up in Ohio or up in Buffalo? I'm not seeing anything there. We got and then the other radio station that I like looking at up there, that's the Power 93.7. Actually, same article, so there's nothing going on there. So that's about it. Let's see. We're currently, what do we have over on? Let me check X Live. What do we have on X Live? We have currently we have, how many people we got on X Live? We got 4 people still on X Live. We've got I'm not seeing any number on Facebook, so there's nobody on Facebook. And on Kick, we have nobody there. Oh, we have 1 viewer on Kick. Sorry about that, 1 viewer on Kick. Thank you for being here, the 1 viewer on Kick. And on Twitch, we have 3. YouTube, we have 0. Locals, we have 1. And here on Rumble, through Rumble Studios, we have two people. That's 7 platforms we're broadcasting, and we're having fun talking about Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. I mean, Burger King right now is my favorite between Burger King and McDonald's. I'm not really a fan too much of because I think you get a lot. Burger King offers a lot more. I know there's some people. The missus doesn't like Burger King. I like Burger King, and but I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell is the bomb. I mean, it was a real treat when I was working in the day job. The one guy that took over for me, he lived up in Broome County, and he would call up if he came in late, okay, if he had an appointment or he had something to do with his kids that morning and he'd come into work late, he'd always call up, hey, I'm stopping at Taco Bell. You want a crisp wrap or a breakfast wrap or whatever they call it? I said, yeah, give me one. And a Baja Blast. I love the Baja Blast as far as that goes. Let's see. We do not have Taco Bell here, but we have Burger King. Oh, okay. You're missing out, Taco Bell. It's fast food, though, Laura. You got to understand. You can't eat a lot, okay? It's fast food, so I don't eat it. But when I do have it, I do enjoy it. So, fast food is good for. I'm not going to say it's good for you, but I'm allowed to eat fast food maybe once in a great while. I used to eat it every day when I was single. Of course, I had a metabolism that could handle it, stuff like that. But I like fast food. Works for me. Yeah, you don't want to. Hey, there's Liberty. Hey, we're just Liberty. Good morning, Patriots and the missus, and with the American flags. And the missus says, good morning to you, Liberty. Thank you very much for being here. You're coming in at the tail end of the broadcast here, my friend. But Liberty, she is a regular here. We greatly appreciate it and stuff like that, as well as those folks that are sitting back just watching the broadcast. We do appreciate your viewership and stuff like that. And it is noticeable as far as that goes, especially the replays. It's always I think if you're a broadcaster, you have to appreciate the people that watch your broadcast. I'd still broadcast if nobody watched. I just have fun doing this thing. I like, and the missus says I always like talking to myself anyway. So not that I'm a little nutty, but sometimes I do get in that mode. But I'm always one to say if I have 1 or 2 people, and I have more than that, so this is a great success as far as I'm concerned. I can live with that, okay? And what was our thought for the day from Mark Twain? A man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. I approve that the fact that I only get 1 or 2 people to watch my broadcast, I'm comfortable, okay? These people, I watch these people. They have, that's secondary. It's just I don't even think I use it as I'm very thankful of the people that are in chat that come in here, and just so you know that, and also you people that are watching, it means a lot. Okay, and Liberty, you're one of those people. I love the American flag that you show on Rumble. Rumble rocks. I like Rumble. And it's all about the fun doing this and stuff. Let's see. What do we got planned for today? I was thinking about broadcasting last night, Lord of the Rings. We might be doing Lord of the Rings online tonight, if not this weekend. I think tomorrow, let's see. And Liberty says, I'm comfortable napping and procrastinating. You're still on the procrastinating. Oh, you had to be here Wednesday to understand what Liberty was saying there and stuff. But I'm being here. TY, I like being here. Oh, I appreciate you like being here and stuff. I want this to be it's a safe zone. Okay, there's certain things. Again, I mentioned we've had some hooligans, as my neighbor would call these type of people that disrupt things. These hooligans, the trolls that come in. We handle them and stuff like that. But for the most part, there's again, for the people, if you're watching for the first time, I could be a very opinionated person. What was that?
I said, ha!
What was that again?
Ha!
Oh, ha, yeah.
Ha!
I can be an opinion. I got the missus in here. Well, what do you got to comment? Am I opinionated?
Very.
Very, okay. I try not to be, okay,
Oh,
folks?
that's okay. It's who you are.
Yeah, but I have toned it down over the years, haven't I?
Getting better.
Yeah, I have toned it down. That's the missus. She's got very opinionated. She used to be real quiet.
I used to not say anything.
She used to not say anything, but
I was like,
I corrupted her. No, but I like people's views and stuff like that. And Captain Rehab's, did you say hi, Mrs.? She said hi to you, Captain Rehab. Yeah, she said hi to you. She knows you're there. You just didn't hear. You weren't listening. I think everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a view. And but there's certain things that people like to come in and barnstorm in here. Like we had one here, I think it was last week. No, don't disrupt. I think that's one of the greatest things that's disrespectful. When somebody comes in here and they just talk off comment and they barge in, you're getting the boot. I'm not even going to recognize it. And I just say that now because I'm just very thankful for the people that are in here. We do have discussions about things. Even Captain Rehab can be serious. I think I've seen more of a serious side of Captain Rehab than most people and stuff like that. I do appreciate Captain Rehab being here along with all the other people that contribute in the chat, because that makes it all that much more interesting. That's why it's the morning coffee. We're not going to get bent out of shape about other things that we don't have control over. And just because you talk about it, you can talk about it, discuss about it, but when you get into that realm of debating and arguing, this is my opinion now. I'm sort of sneaking up on my soapbox there, Captain Rehab. But it's all, you just got to understand people. Like, again, yesterday I hadn't talked to my neighbor, and he's up in age. His wife is up in age, and I'm concerned about them because they're my neighbor. We have vast differences on certain subject matter, but I think overall, the one thing we do agree on is family, being kind and stuff like that, being one of the community. And he contributes to the community in ways there. I don't want to go into detail because that's my neighbor. I don't like to, but he's trying to push my buttons. Okay. He's an older gentleman. He's trying to push my buttons, and I'm going to be respectful for that. Or respectful towards him, to not really, because I don't want to get too aggravated to where he has, he's 82, so, and I'm 67, so, it's one of those things. And let's see, Liberty, she has a question for the missus.
oh.
Okay, well, go ahead, Mrs. or Liberty. Oh, stand back so you don't look. You're not in the camera. I don't want you in the camera. Let's see. Most of the neighbors are 70 plus, which means it's quite quiet here, and I like that. That's good. Go ahead with the question, Liberty. I have to talk so other people know what the question is. So, waiting for the question from Liberty. She's typing it. And I will decide whether you answered or not. Captain Rehab laughs. Captain Rehab laughs at that. Okay, what's that? Oh, 20 questions. No, not 20 questions. No, you just said you had a question. Let me go back to that. You says, I have a question. A question. One question.
Let me sit down, Rich.
Let's see. She goes, hubby may have an opinion, but can he admit when he's wrong, or does he choke or admit it? Oh, that's a good question. I like that question.
Depends on the situation.
Oh, come on.
No, sometimes he admits when he's wrong.
No, I admit when I'm
Might
wrong.
take a couple days, but
on certain things, yeah, okay, I can see. On certain things, I'll tone down and
but
stuff.
yeah.
But if I'm
on a
outrightly,
serious subject, he'll admit when he's wrong.
yeah, I
If it's something
I do
serious.
admit when I'm wrong. So
Yeah.
she continues with that. Long response time. Oh, come on, Captain Rehab, get over. Let's see. Lord, give him 3 questions at least. No, 3. No, just one question.
Now you got to question him about me. I want to hear the answer.
No, I'm very fortunate. I'm very fortunate because I've said this in the past. We've been married. This is our 39th year. There's at least, 2 times you could have kicked me out? At least 2 times.
There's 2 times I would have had good.
Yeah,
faith
2
in
times.
deciding.
There's 2 times. We laugh about it now,
Well,
but
actually, I would have had to leave.
believe me, the
because
second
we
time
were
I thought I
overseas.
was.
We were
I,
overseas, so I'm like,
yeah,
I
we
would've
were
been like,
overseas, but that
see ya.
second time, if that happened here in the States, let's say that second time, that was an eye opener and stuff. Us guys, we do some bonehead stuff, but let's see. Laura says haggling. Okay, 2 then. No haggling on the question. I tell you, Laura, you can have 1 question. I'll give you 1 question. Okay, we went from because see what you did.
That's all right.
See what you did,
See?
Liberty. One last question. Let's see, one last question from Laura. And let's see. Okay, we'll give Captain Rehab 1.
Oh boy.
Rich, does the missus prefer cake or pie? Ooh, that's.
Ooh, both. I mean,
She likes both, but if you had to.
Oh God.
I would have to
It
go.
depends. Oh, I don't know.
Make it a good one, Laura. Yeah, that's what Liberty.
That's a tough
This is the
one.
one time. This isn't going to be a regular thing, guys. So
Depends on who makes the pie.
it depends. Well,
I don't know. Give me a good chocolate cake any day.
okay. The missus says chocolate cake there. Oh, where was that? Where is it? Oh, right here. She says cake. For me, it would have to be pie. I like apple pie. I could live without cake. I can't live without apple pie. I love apple pie. And we're still waiting for the 1 question from Laura for the missus.
Oh, that was from Rehab?
No, that was Captain Rehab, the cake and pie.
Oh, really?
Okay.
That was a mild one. I expected something better.
No, that's not going to be a new segment. No.
He doesn't want me taking over.
And Laura says, I'm thinking. Okay, see. Oh, he's on the spot. He can't think of one. No, this is the one opportunity that, I appreciate the missus with commentary. She really likes hearing from you guys, too, just so you know in the chat.
I prefer summer over winter.
She prefers summer over winter. She doesn't like the winter. So, and we're up at 2 minutes, 2 hours and 5 minutes. So we're going to close out. If Laura, can you think of a question?
Maybe tomorrow.
We'll give you a rain check. No, we're not on tomorrow. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Remember? She doesn't even know my schedule because I'm running out of coffee here, and we're still waiting on Laura. So. And he's still thinking. Let's see. We got that. We're all done with that. I did see the green button here, Captain Rehab, just to let you know on the campaign. So I'm starting to see that a little more frequent. But when I click on it, there's no campaign, no read campaign. I know you want to have me do the coffee or the one about the platform there. I don't think there's anything in the queue. Okay, we got a question from Laura. I don't think she's available. You there? Okay, we hang on for a second here. Let me look at the question here. What's the question here? Okay, does the missus make good food? Oh my God, that's a question for her or a question for me? A man loves a woman that can do that. Boring question, but I'll answer from my perspective. She made some good. She makes a great dinner. Oh my God, I don't hesitate. Hey, do you? Laura's got a question.
Yeah.
He says, okay, does the missus make good food? Do you feel you make good food?
Most days.
Most days. I think it's
There's
great.
days where it's iffy, but
She cooks up some meals that are like.
he's not wasting away, so I guess it's
not
okay.
I got a little bit of a belly there, so.
Neither of us are wasting away. So.
As far as that goes, Captain Rehab laughs and then Rich says, Rich about to lie. No, I'm not lying on that. Not on her cooking. Oh, no. I don't lie. No. I know you're just
Let's
kidding.
put it this way: if he's gonna complain about my cooking, he'll be doing the one cooking, so he can't.
I can't cook.
He can't win.
I can
so.
barely use a microwave, for God's sake.
Yeah, really. He tried.
Okay,
cooking.
question session is over.
He tried cooking once. Yep, that was it.
She's having fun. I appreciate that, guys. That was good. That was a good segment. Maybe we can do that next month. Maybe a monthly thing. Okay.
I'll save up the question.
Give you time to think. And Captain Rehab's laughing. See where you started, Liberty? No, thank you, Liberty. Thank you for the question. Thank you, Captain Rehab. And thank you, Laura, for the questions for the missus. I think the missus enjoyed that. So as far as that goes, if you have a belly, I believe your wife. Yeah, okay.
What's that?
If you have a belly, I believe your wife.
Oh, yeah.
Just said. Captain Rehab left in. Captain, did you notice the little stutter answer? Which for me? Stutter. Don't psychoanalyze it, Liberty. just go with it. All right, that's it. Liberty's laughing. You got me. This is a good segment. Good segment at the end. Good way to end it, because we didn't have jack squat for just a few good articles. A rescue of the puppy. I like that. Oh, let's see. We got a campaign. We're at 10. Is it anything? It's keying in on 10. The green button came up again. So, and Liberty says yes. And Liberty's last LMAO as far as that goes. Okay. But we are at the end of the broadcast here, folks. We've been on for 2 hours and coming up on 10 minutes now. And I got to get my day started because we got to go out for a walk. I got to get some breakfast, actually. And then go out for a walk this morning before it gets too hot. And let's see. LOM, we're just, yeah, a little bit. I'll say a little bit to that comment, Captain Rehab. You stir in the pot a little bit, but it's all in good fun. And Liberty says I have to. Yeah, that's okay. No problem. I enjoyed it. Thank you. It's spontaneous, spur of the moment. We're not making it a regular thing. Don't try and make it a regular thing. I'll shut it down. All right, folks. We're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here and get our day started. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, who was here. Thank you very much. Thank you, Tim Fanforty, who came in from Michigan. Thank you very much. Thank you, Big Juice. Big Juice was here early, Captain Rehab. He was right here at the beginning of the broadcast and stuff. He got a chance to see 100 years ago today. And so thank you, Big Juice. I want to say thank you to Tony D. Salute to you, my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster. Thank you very much to you for being here. Tony D. in the house. Thank you, Laura from Norway. Thank you, making it an international broadcast. We always appreciate you being here, my friend. And going down, the Wandering Australian, again, making it even more worldwide broadcast here. Coming in from Australia. Thank you, Wandering Australia, for being here. And thank you, Captain Rehab. And thank you very much for starting to stir the pot there, Liberty. Thank you very much. Oh, we had some comments here. Oh, what do we got here? I'm down at the bottom here. Let's see. Yeah, Liberty. Okay, Liberty saying, have a great day. Everyone be safe. Yeah, you too, Liberty. Thank you coming in from the Niagara, Buffalo area. Thank you very much for being here. And Captain Rehab, but you said month. No, I didn't say monthly. I'm just joking. I know I said it, but I'm lying, okay? Oh, you caught me in a lie. Leave it at that. And enjoy your nap, Liberty. Thank you very much. And Laura says, enjoy the walk, both of you. Thank you, Laura. You have a great day there. And Captain Rehab says, I need to clip when you said maybe we'll make it a monthly. Okay. I don't think do I allow clips on Facebook or on? I don't know. Yeah, I said maybe. Yeah, I'm always changing. I could change my mind. I have the.
Yeah,
I have. Huh? I have what?
The prerogative. You're a woman. You have the prerogative to change your mind.
I'm not a woman. I'm a man. I know what a woman is, and I'm a man. We'll just leave that at that. We won't go into discussion on that. But thank you very much for those in the chat. I appreciate it. I thank you for those that were watching in the background. And we'll talk again, Mrs. Okay. Oh my God. Let's see. Captain Rehab's laughing at that. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with the comments. You guys are pretty good in the comments, but I want to say thank you all for being here. Greatly appreciated. And it's been great fun on this Friday. That's the way Friday should be. End the weekend on fun. And no, I'm not even gonna entertain that one, Captain Rehab. Let's be careful with that one, okay? All right. I know you're just kidding. But you notice how I didn't flash that one up? Okay. We're keeping it neutral, okay? All right, folks. And those that are watching on the replay, thank you very much. And those that are listening on the audio replay on the on Spotify for Creators for the Friday morning coffee audio pod broadcast, we repurposed. Thank you very much as always, and we do appreciate it. And I want to say thank you. And with that, we are going to go ahead and exit stage left or right, which we're going to go wherever and stuff. And we appreciate you all. You all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you well. And live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thank you very much. Ciao for now.